There we go for the Undead Scourge. Can we get 2 Undead victories in a row here at DreamHack Asia? In the bottom left, in the red, is MichaeL. And his opponent needs absolutely no introduction at all. For Vision Strikers in the blue is Moon. Got a Keeper opening, which is the standard at the moment. On the other side, we got a DK Ghoul opening, which is also the standard. So no crazy curveballs right off the bat. Also no crazy Warden plays right off the bat.
Yeah, it really feels like the most standard style that you can go for nowadays is just Keeper into Demon Hunter. You just expand. And I would say Moon with his Dryad style is just so incredible. Like, that might be his best strategy, where he just goes for a lot of Dryads and then just make sure that he can hold whatever attack the Undead is going to throw at him, which usually is a 50 supply timing. With if you have Dryads, you can just slow a lot of the units. It's very good against a lot of Ghouls, and then if the opponent goes for Fiends, it's very hard for him to have enough, and then the sieging potential is maybe slightly lesser. So it's definitely refined every single little aspect of it. You know, he makes the shop at a perfect position near the expo usually when that happens. 2 Moonwells there to help a little bit. He's so incredibly good with staffs.
So where's the chance for MichaeL then is the question. It might be overwhelming with Gargs. That would be my play, I guess. Ghouls, expansion, Gargs, don't let Moon out-expand you, which is a tough thing to do, because Moon and expansions is of course a match made in heaven. MichaeL already struggling, getting the first creep spot done, but playing nicely around the little birds here, getting the full camp.
Yeah, I think Moon's really good against Gargs as well, so it might not be necessarily the best choice against him. He likes to go into a good amount of archers, and then if he exposes, he'll go for a lot of Dryads, and then he'll transition into Bears at the perfect time. If he faces Gargs, he'll even add Hippos sometimes, but he's just a master of transitions. He scouts very consistently, and he would know very early if that's what's happening.
Moon is scouting for a graveyard here. By the way, since we got Moon versus the former Lucifer already, can someone call Susiria, Captain Sexy, and tell them that this is happening in 2021? Would love to see his comments on the game at this state.
He was in MichaeL's chat recently, actually.
Really?
I dropped by, and then, yeah, he was chilling there and chatting a little bit.
I hope he's doing fine. I heard he's a married man himself now, so Godspeed to you, my mate. He was always such a fun character. It was a blessing to have him in the scene. But yeah, we said it.
Serious, great.
Serious, great. Yeah, absolutely. I talked about out-expanding Moon, and this is already a tough task because Moon is starting his second base right away.
Yeah, Moon, he identified that MichaeL was probably going to go to the left-hand side and creep a small camp, so he steals his entire merchant away from him. That's very well done, because Keeper now is much closer to level 3. That double ring, you know, is never too great on the Keeper, but on any second hero that, like the ones that you want to go for, whether it's like Alchemist or Demon Hunter, it's going to be pretty good. We don't really see too much Panda second, I feel, when Night Elf play like this, but you don't really need it.
Yeah, it's rather a Panda third with Drunken Haze first as well, instead of Breath of Fire, which is really, really good, especially on big maps like Concealed, where there's a lot of creep camps, and this could go for Autumn Leaves as well. Maybe one of the reasons why Moon is picking this one. We have a little bit of a stalemate situation here. Both are hiding in the shadows. Can someone wake them up, please?
A town is under siege.
Invisibility Wars. And a skeleton finds the tree at the top, so there is a chance MichaeL plays very aggressive around the time where the Night Elf is creeping the expansion, but Moon, usually shortly after he reaches tier 2, he will research Nature's Blessing, especially when he opens with a Keeper, which is almost all the time here against Undead. So that makes it a lot harder to actually achieve any damage, like, you know, kill the tree or something will be pretty much impossible. However, you can delay the creeping of that base up there in the top left.
If you contest it, for sure. MichaeL switching from ghouls over to fiends, expecting dryads to come. He wants the counter and he doesn't want to play with air, so keep the fiends on the ground. And since mountain giants are a little out of favor these days for night elves, fiends become a viable option again.
Yeah, like when you go for the 50 supply here, you're always supposed to go for ghouls at first, and then you'll start going into fiends as you get the lich and the orb there. Eventually, he's going on the rescue mission here. MichaeL, can he get the coil? Ooh, he gets it just on time, but the target might be enough to take out the fiend. It's gonna be close.
Oh,
And he doesn't not even get the deny, which is level 3 for the keeper.
that's rough. That's more harass potential for Moon, who can go for another entangle, maybe move back. Now, maybe the damage is done already. He's creeping with the Demon Hunter as well. Groups of haste for him. Not preventing this creep, not delaying this creep. Moon is playing an excellent game, I feel. Also, the Engine of War journey from the normal green to the shop, well done. Levels are just where they have to be. And MichaeL is not really interrupting Moon's game plan so far.
Yeah, Moon's creeping in the meantime has been incredible. Like, as soon as the demon came out, he went and did a merchant with the Enchant of War that he had there. Got level 2 instantly. Now he cleared out the base in the top left. And look at the Enchant of War towards the center now. He's gonna eat through trees, gets to the lab, and then he's gonna creep that next after doing a small green camp with the trance.
That is something I have not seen too often before. I don't think I've ever seen this before in a tournament game that we broadcast. So sweet. I would expect this from a Law Lion, but yeah, Moon, always next level.
I think MichaeL made Expo here. He made an extra Acolyte. I feel like the standard is to go for 50 supply, and then you hit that timing on the expansion, but you keep on doing that against Moon, you're gonna lose so many games, and eventually you're gonna be like, alright, I'm done attacking this guy's Expo, his defense is too good. He expects me to still do this rush, so I'll do something completely different and then expand on the other side instead. But then you go into a longer game where Moon will know how to transition out of this mass Dryad army, he'll go into Bears, and he's still gonna be totally fine.
Okay, we're gearing up, we're warming up to the first big fights. The second bases will be established, tier 3 is done. We do have an orb, we will get destroyers, and then the undead is finally in fighting shape. You don't want to face Entangle, you don't want to face these Treants. So they're splitting the middle of the map, Moon creeping the left hand side, also with illusions, like soaking up damage with illusion and Engine of War. He's not taking any damage from this.
Yeah, he's done that really well. But now Destroy form finished. Might force a Zeppelin to be bought here. The Enchant of War is about to block him here, Moon.
Whoops.
If
Demon
MichaeL
Hunter.
steals a Zap here. Okay, no, he won't.
Ooh. I was about to be scared. Oh, we got a Wand of the Wind. Is there a way to
gets a
save him
zap.
with a Zap?
I don't think there is web.
Oh, no. Imagine he has web, but Moon now styling on him with a Zeppelin. Of course, a classic Moon play.
The fact that he redropped here is like, oh my god, he's doing it again.
What, does he want to?
It's so sick.
Does he want to bait the second Wand of the Wind, maybe, to have it out of the fight?
He just knows there's no web, so he's like, oh, I'll get a few more mana burns in. There you go. There you go, sir.
All right,
Where's your mana pool?
we got Frenzy Ghouls, we got a Tinker. That is quite scary for every Night Elf expansion, but Moon is of course listening to our broadcast here, has Nature's Blessing exactly as you said. Tanky Demon Hunters here with illusions, and MichaeL is switching from Tree of Life into the fight. Statue was doing a little bit of damage here, and so far it's not looking too bad, but the Dryad splits are on point.
Yeah, I mean, there's only one Fiend. How is he ever gonna kill any Dryads here? The Ghouls are terrible against these heroes, not gonna do enough either. There's only the one Destroyer. Moon, all he has to do is repair, make sure his expansion lives. And because he not only cancelled MichaeL's expansion in the bottom right, he made a Protector there.
Wow.
So it's not even possible for MichaeL to restart that.
And it didn't cost a TP, it didn't cost anything, really. The Demon Hunter is the ultra raid boss on level 3, super tanky. Dryads bring him full control. Oh, this is so annoying to play against. Has to spam a Nova to just get away. And as you said, AP cancelled this expansion. MichaeL is looking for a second expansion, but there's a Wisp right there. Moon knows exactly what to do.
Yeah, and I mean, Moon is starting to get... He's going to be starting to get big supply here very quickly with that Expo being up for this long. The question is, when does he transition into Bears? Does he even think he needs to transition at all here? He might just mass pure Dryads to 70, to 80 and then just do an attack and try and end it, because he knows that MichaeL is going to be trying to expand, which by the look of things will be cancelled again.
Yeah, no chance so far. Moon is getting ready for 80 supply. And since it's Moon, I wouldn't be too surprised if it's just 80 supply Dryads. 1-1 upgrade already. He can boost that up in a little bit because he has the resources for it, clearly. There's still ghouls. Can be dealt with, of course. Demon Hunter even with a potion. He also gets dust against Burrow. And sometimes in this situation when it's 1 base, 2 base, DK and Lich high level can swing fights around. But with Tri-Hero, it's so hard to get them to 5-5.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the map and what camps have been done so far, like how is he ever gonna level anything here? There's only like small camps left for the most part, except the orange on the right-hand side. And then the 2 big red ones on the corners, which if MichaeL goes there, Moon will be in his face, preventing him from doing it. Or he will go to the expo and get a cancel again. And then you just fall too far behind economy-wise for MichaeL. So not much else he can do here other than just sit here and, I guess, produce units. I think, okay, he realizes that Moon's probably on the right side. He's gonna start heading there. Even though he doesn't have Ultra Vision because he's undead, this Destroyer, the air units always see a little bit further than the ground units. So he should be able to escape anything thanks to that.
Yeah, he was scouting the left-hand side's red spot, so he saw that Moon isn't there. It must be on the other side. In the meantime, Treant goes to an attack here, forcing the entire army of MichaeL back. Speaking of army, we do have a new asset in this. Abominations with Disease Cloud.
Yeah, quite amazing against Dryads like this. Like once Disease Cloud has been applied, they're gonna lose a lot of hit points over time. And this is a game where we don't have an alchemist for healing. You know, like obviously he does have Moon Wealth. Usually that's kind of saved up for the heroes to be using it. Moon's actually floating a lot of gold right now.
He's waiting for tier 3, I think. Oh, Katka's Pine.
Actually, wait, is he gonna force a TP here? MichaeL with a big Cryptjack. But the entire camp's already gone.
And he got the pipe.
Yeah, why is he waiting for tier 3?
For bear upgrades and double orb. Does he have a second shop somewhere? No, okay, so it's only one orb.
But you can already make the bears technically if you want to go for bears. You could also make giants before you get the upgrades. It's kind of weird. It's almost like as if he's anticipating mass abom and he's just like, I'm gonna go triple roost or something.
Ooh.
Because he's not making anything still from the lores here.
True. He's repairing the Zeppelin. Oh, and I wouldn't mind Sea Chimeras here.
I see wisps moving.
Forces are under attack.
Where are they going? To the right side.
5 of them. He could expand and build roosts or something. I don't know. It's Moon. Everything is possible.
He started Bear Master. He's just spreading out wisps around the map. Looks like.
Yeah, MichaeL can't get this expo up. That's a liability now. Of course, a little bit of Disease Cloud spread, but it's way more important. Wisps are indeed everywhere now. Crazy to see the vision of Moon.
There it is. Double roost in the main for Moon. This is a very dangerous timing here because he hasn't produced bears for a very long time, or like really ever. Now MichaeL has 64 supply against 61, so this is his strong timing here. Going for the expo, but Moon's trying to force the town portal back here. He's going for the acolytes and the ghouls. MichaeL not paying attention to his ghouls. They're gonna go down very fast in the main. The spirit tower would have helped greatly as well. And Moon town portals. He's gonna try and defend.
There is a bit of repair as well. Pretty aggressive here. Goes for the keeper. There is no invul. There's no heal potion. There is a staff on the demon hunter and gets the first heroes out, but not before summoning new treants right there. Dryad poison is stacking up on this abomination. Needs a coil, but there's no mana. A-bomb gone, and these dryads are not affected by Disease Cloud yet.
Yeah, they stayed barely out of range here. That was super well done actually. He killed the one A-bomb that was in there. But then now Keeper's back with Orb. That even having a Khadgar, by the way, might not seem like the biggest a deal, but having a little bit of extra mana for those mana burns is so important against those undead heroes.
Exactly, and also if there's only one destroyer, it's not limitless Dispel, so Treants and Tangle maybe can work. Also more Dispel for the Dryads, more Reju for the Bears. MichaeL's trying to brute force this now, but there's still so much, and it's so protected as well.
Yeah, Moon's trying to buy time here. He has the first 2 chimps on the way, but they only started recently, so it's gonna take a while before they're there and ready to defend. And even when they finally get there, like I guess the sub bomb might already be gone. But I don't think there is web.
Man, there's so much about to fall. The Tinker, the DK, the A-bomb. That is so much Demon Hunter level 5. And how are you supposed to win this game? Tinker falls as well. Moon winning map number 1 very convincingly.
There was web actually, but yeah, I think MichaeL just lost too much and he wasn't healthy enough here to still stay in this game and have a chance.
Yeah, that was basically a perfect game by Moon. Man, that was a clinic. Wonderfully played. The creep route, the timings, the strategy, the adjustment. How smart was it to go for that creep? I don't know if you guys saw it, but actually when he was getting creep jacked at the red, he hired a shredder and I think 2 zappers to blow up the expansion of the opponent in the meantime. And then the run by into the back of the base, killing all those acolytes. All the meanwhile even saving the expo, being able to get up the chims shortly after. Wonderful game by Moon, and MichaeL needs to step it up if he wants to keep pace with the legend.
Okay, we give him some time. He probably needs that after a game like this. Reconcentrate and then go with a fresh mindset into his map. That is then Last Refuge. See you in a bit. Back at DreamHack Summer Asia, everybody. Is it really gonna be the 8th 2-0 in a row? Can we finally get a decider match? Remo, can you... I know it's not Sunday, but it's kind of holiday. It's kind of a Christian holiday as well. Can you send a prayer for game 3, maybe? That's what we need, I feel.
Yeah, I'd love to see that as well. And honestly, it might take a prayer, maybe a good old-fashioned miracle for MichaeL to win this game. He just got outclassed in every regard on map 1. Moon had a really good idea of how to play Autumn Leaves. That looked very well developed. Now, Last Refuge, an old map, one that MichaeL should be much more familiar with. Maybe this is his chance. Come on, let's go champ.
Let's go champ indeed. Todd, would you think that there was enough let's go champs in the chat prior to game 1?
Not nearly enough. No, it needs to be let's go champ X3 spammed over and over again. And then MichaeL is going to take your energy. And his scores are going to land. And maybe we get the equalizer.
All right, it's time to get you all timed out and to get into map 2 as well. MichaeL versus Moon, Battle of the Veterans, Battle of the Legends continues. It is map 2. It is match points for the Moon. He would be facing Suck in the winner bracket for the playoffs. MichaeL would be facing Fortitude in the lower bracket. What a banger of a match that would be for tomorrow as well. We got MichaeL in the red in the bottom left-hand side of Last Refuge. And we got Moon with the Demon Hunter opening in the upper right.
Oh, Blizzard, who heart in heaven. Please bless MichaeL with some real RNGesus. May he find all the best items and end all these nukes. Or he needs to achieve a victory so we can finally have a damn 2-1. Okay, that derailed quickly, but
Yeah,
you get the
it's a
picture.
bit-
MichaeL needs to get something going his way here. Some good items. Maybe have Moon find a bunch of rings. I mean, that actually happened last game. The keeper had double ring and that didn't change too much.
Yeah, it's always cool to have a tanky Demon Hunter in front. I think we didn't mention this too often in this season, but the Demon Hunter is a very cunning hero, adept at maneuvering through battles, so having him as a tank is of course wonderful. Can't really be nuked. We see this in Europe quite a bit. Like a Demon Hunter arrives at the fight, he's supposed to be at the front row, boom, there's Coil Nova, you gotta step him out. That didn't really happen, so I wonder if MichaeL can adapt, but MichaeL might also go for an expansion here on this map, and then I'm really curious if Moon is all-inning on him.
Yeah. I mean, if there's an expansion, we've seen a lot of elves just basically say double Enchant of War, Protector, push all the way. And while the expansion's happening, usually they play so aggressive as to make sure it doesn't happen. MichaeL's kind of known for sometimes, you know, trying too hard to expand. So Moon will be very well aware of that. He has already like some very well set up Wisp to scout for it and react very quickly. So yeah, it might take another route for MichaeL to be successful. If he can sell that he's expanding and Moon overreacts, it also can play in your favor here as the Undead.
Alright, we see the double Sacrificial Skull plus the Acolyte. This is an expansion for MichaeL for sure, and usually it can be countered, especially with the Keeper. Oh, that Wisp detonate. There's no building right here. But of course, there's a second skull. One ghoul gets coiled, gets healed. Last hit. Not even sure got that. But man, there's so much damage already. Level 2 Demon Hunter right here.
Yeah, one of those ghouls really low. Can he get the kill? I think it was blocked enough that he's going to be able to make it out. When you see ghouls and DK, you always think, oh, he's so fast because he has an Holy Aura. That's the thing. He doesn't have an Holy Aura here yet.
Yeah.
He needs to save the Acolyte. You need to run with this. Demon going deep. He's going to get surrounded. Oh, my God.
Oh, can he
That's what
fight
MichaeL
out?
needed here. He even moves the DK out of harm. Super well done here by the Legends. And Moon being forced out here, that might mean a much easier expansion now for MichaeL.
And I'm not sure if this is
Are under attack.
just a coincidence, but this round came at the exact same time where I saw the massive Let's Go Champs in chat, so maybe it does something. Archers are still around, Wisp is still around, Moon is playing this great despite the TP, but it's incredibly important for MichaeL to get that lasted, to get that level 2.
Yeah, there is enough space to make a zig, right? On that little patch
Yeah.
of blights over
Yeah,
there.
definitely. Sometimes there's even space if you don't see the blight anymore. But without an
Yeah, I
acolyte,
think he fully aborted the expansion attempt here once he techs. But his tech is behind that of Moon's. Not by too much. Demon Hunter with boots looking to terrorize the undead for the rest of the game from now.
has a staff against future surrounds, has the boots to weave in and out, get these mana burns out, and yeah, no disable here. And on the undead side, disable is really, really rare if you're not having a Crypt Lord in your army, so you can just staff out, heal up, rinse and repeat. Moon, either with a very fast tier 3 tech or with a late Hunter Soul.
Yeah, this is the part where usually if you're facing 2 Crypt and Gargs, you go into Panda, and if it's 1 Crypt, then into Fiends, you'll go for Naga second and kind of take control very well. But although like the Undead also can go Naga sometimes to try and chase down some of these archers, target the opponent's Naga, especially because Moon already has boots as well. That would make it even better.
MichaeL's trying to dodge the Demon Hunter for a bit, get maybe a coil out, steal some experience from Moon's side of the... Oh no! Mana Burn steal for Moon! That's the first experience for the Naga, and this is Frost Arrow, and this is so many ghouls. Kill! Double kill right away.
He's gonna try to get out from the other sides. But yeah,
Good
Moon
luck.
already having the Naga. He's going around with the archers and the Naga. Oh my god, this could be so bad for MichaeL. Moon might even put some Wisp behind to really block him all the way. Keep in mind, DK doesn't have a Town Portal. He's gonna
Oh,
go for
no.
the Death Knight.
Oh no.
Archer's going for the block. Left, right. He goes back the other way. Moon could block with some Wisps. He's sending the Wisps to intercept.
It's incredible play. He builds the wall, and the Demon Hunter kills him with the Mana Burn. Unbelievable plays by Moon.
And if you're MichaeL here, you're already super discouraged. You know, like you lose game 1. In game 2, everything's going wrong. You lose your hero. You don't have a Town Portal. He's trying to make an expansion, hoping that Moon won't check it. Like Moon shows up with a demon. He's like, am I a joke to you? Do you know who I am? I'm the 5th race.
Oh my god, how wonderful was this play, arriving at the perfect time, stealing the experience with the Mana Burn, putting so much pressure on the ghouls, killing 2, putting so much pressure on the DK as well, killing that one. Just excellence, WarCraft 3 excellence.
Yeah, MichaeL only being tier 2 here really worries me. Because he's only going to have like ghouls without frenzy and then a few Gargs to try and make a difference.
A player's forces are under attack.
And I think Moon might just expo on location eventually here. Yeah, he's just going tier 3 right now, double lore. He might do a good old-fashioned bear push.
He can, I guess, do whatever he wants, man. If we're honest, of course he plays Dryads, because he loves Dryads. And the Demon Hunter is enough to cancel this, I guess. Coil Nova is ready in a bit, but Demon Hunter... Oh, okay. He calculates this better than I do, that's for sure. Doesn't want to take this damage.
He might have to die to kill it here, so it's not worth it. But yeah, Naga. With the Ancient of War in position now, he can just creep the Merc camp and get Naga to level 3. And he's going straight into Bears. So he might skip Dryads entirely, just grab an orb and then do a push and say, oh, nice. Nice tower you got there. Too bad it's not going to do anything against Rejuve.
Yeah. The Narrow Tower meme might be a little outdated against the new Siege Bears. And we don't have tier 3 for MichaeL. That's the biggest downside. No orb, no destroyers. Not really that necessary, these destroyers, this game. But would still be good to have against Reju and Roar. Demon Hunter's just distracting, being annoying. In the meantime, Naga creeps up to level 3, Lion Horn, and now the bears arrive.
Yeah, even just having magic damage against Bears, I think would be good in general. But now he's so far away from that. And I don't know what MichaeL has to do here, really. Like, if he knows that there's a big push coming... Oh, he's gonna scout the expansion of Moon. Okay, that's a big deal. Because he checks with the illusion, he sees no expansion, and now he should know that there is a very strong one-base push coming. So maybe if he gets a few more towers, he can buy time. But then he doesn't have the economy to start tier 3 either.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. He's waiting for the towers. One is up, second one at 50%. It will be finishing. prior to this push, as Moon is taking a pit stop here. Has good damage with the Slippers Orb, Gloves of Haste. Good defense as well, thanks to the Lion Horn. Greater mana. A couple of Fork Lightning. Not too bad, not too great. This DK, finally level 3.
Almost, yeah. Can I get it now? Vampiric shouldn't be particularly useful, but maybe, like, if he... to be honest, he has a lot of ghouls, but can they stay alive long enough? That's the question. There should be a Nova for that Null. Is the Lich in position?
Oh no!
Oh, he helps him!
Undershoots the damage with the coil. Oh my, level 3 Demon Hunter is such a big asset now. MichaeL is getting some kills on the archers with spells, okay. But he also bought time for these towers. Moon, do you want to push into this?
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, while Undead doesn't have Orb here, there's actually a chance he fully sees that and he's like, alright, let's just go. You always say it, let's go, champ. Yeah, I'm going at you, champ.
Master Training is done, still in adept form to cast the Roar, to cast the Reju. Is he saving this archer with the Reju? Are you kidding me? That was a spell involved there to kill it.
A lot of units died to even kill that one archer, but now the other one's getting targeted. MichaeL's army is gone. He's
Yep.
on 32 supply. He barely has anything. Those towers not doing much at all.
Yeah, I think we have to say let's go home, champ. This moon today. That's a full moon right here.
Pitch. There's nowhere to run. He's trying to block with acolytes. Oh, he's trying to repair, but yeah, those bears still going strong.
Unbelievable.
New ones are gonna come in. Moon expanding on location in the meantime. Lich goes down.
You know what? This DK will also fall probably. Get some mana potion to save these. To coil the DK, but there's Reju and no destroyers. He's healing against the damage. Oh my god. This is tough to watch. Absolute destruction. Absolute destruction.